Yo guys, Theo here on Common Sense. Today I'm not in the mood to yell at you, so let's take a chill video. You get nice and kind, Theo, today. Well, I'm always kind in my opinion, but you get nice. You get nice, Theo, today. Today we're gonna be talking about snake diet macros, because everyone wants to know about the fasting all the time, and they focus way too little on the food. And that's the problem. I've seen so many times now that there's a lot of people that can do the fast, but they just get stuck in this vicious cycle of binging, or like if they don't binge when breaking the fast, they focus too much on just a refeed day and they don't really have a plan for how to go about their life when they're not fasting. So either, it's the vicious cycle of binging, fasting and binging, fasting and binging, like making up for your fuck up all the time, and you're just stuck in this terrible loop, really. It's abuse of the body. Like fasting is great, but not in that manner. Like filling it with crap, punishing it with a fast, filling it with crap, especially your mindset. Do you understand how much what you're thinking about what you're doing affects the effect it has on your body? If you're like seeing it, I have to do this, I have to punish myself in that way now, it's not going to be good for you. And otherwise it's just that someone maybe they broke the fast, all right, but then they don't really have a plan for what they're supposed to be doing when they're not fasting, and so gradually they just kind of slip up, because do you know, when you see my before pictures, the guy in the first picture, that's the person without the plan. You don't look like that if you have a plan, if you don't have the shittiest fucking dumbest plan ever, but that man did not have a plan. This is what you end up looking like when you have a good plan, right? So that's really the point. It's not a very long video I'm doing today. You gotta know your macros, you gotta know the food choices in order to make the fasting results stick. And I might as well bring up that I am not a fan. I want you to understand, I'm not a fan of the rolling fast, because you never, it's like you're relying on fasting super much for this weight loss to happen. And it's like food addicts that just love to eat a lot. They love those routines because they feel like they can eat a lot when they are not fasting, when they break the fast, But I've seen it now with some people. They have kind of ended up in a situation after the fast where instead of getting this nice food addiction removal effect, they have now given themselves like this huge gut capacity, and they can't feel happy without eating that much, right? So what I want to do, I have my kind of standard routine that I like for most, which is the weekly 48 to 72 hour fast, because then you can get in a good amount of eating days and training days before you go on another fast. You can actually make progress with your training. You rebuild your body a little bit just from the stress of the fast, instead of going right into another fast. It's the chain fasting that I feel like, I've seen some, I for sure heard some that managed to do something good with it, but it's so often this huge gut capacity that you build, and you kind of shits your metabolism down, because it's like scarcity mode. It's like you're some human in the, I don't know, just living in super scarcity, then come upon one prey or something, and then there's nothing more for days again. It's like the body will go down on this, the metabolic flame will go down. But when you follow a fast always with some days of good activity and eating healthy whole foods, that it's not the same effect. You never had the time to kind of shut down the body like that. So what I will say though is what I like more is doing longer fast instead of chaining in 72-hour fast. If you're someone that really, really needs to lose weight, then it might make sense for you to just fast longer and not even have this blah blah fast per week kind of routine, but just never chain the fast. That's my opinion, Never chain the fast. Then do something like a 5-day fast that takes 3 days to eat and get some more heavy exercise in, I did that video on the Monday when, I hope I don't put my thumb in front of the camera at any point, but making the point that muscle, it's going to help you so much with it's like kind of what I want to bring you guys here. I'm going to talk a bit more about the fasting, because I know that's what you want, and I personally love fasting. I gotta say, here with the salt water in Greece, I'm actually thinking about doing another fast this weekend for really other purposes than weight loss. You see, it can probably tell that I am quite freaking ripped already. Maybe I'll be the most ripped I ever been. It would be kind of funny too, or funny, interesting, you know, to see. Because now this is pretty much it. So going lower would be crazy, but nice. I dropped the camera, and now I'm gonna have to edit it. Well, I guess I'm gonna edit it a bit anyway. Doesn't matter. Good. No, but when I went into the salt water on that fast, wow, it was amazing. I was like, it was at the toughest point of a fast, like there, 36 hours in or so, and I was with my hostess here. Like just the lady I'm renting the apartment from. When she came to bring something, I was like, do you want to go for a swim? And I was like, yeah. And wow, it felt like I had a nice refreshing meal or something. I was so energized, and I just ran and did pull-ups after it. No, but guys, the point here at the end is that I do love fasting. I want to talk more about it, but I don't like when it becomes so focused on the fasting. It's just a great tool. Well, but in my programs that I do when I coach people, you know, the training and nutrition goes first. Then fasting goes into nutrition, kind of like the structure of the nutrition plan, right? But then we work on so many things. Mindset, get the sun exposure, do you sleep well? Cold showers, like it's going to be a bit, but you see, there's so many tools we use here. Fasting happens to be a great one, but I don't like it. It's so fucking lazy at a point, to be honest. It's so funny, because so many people that do fasting want to pat themselves on the back, like, oh, I'm not a food addict, all the food addicts that have to eat all the time. But I've noticed now from my experience as a coach and just talking to people also that follow me, that a lot of people, it's just kind of they come up with, so all I have to do is just sit on my ass and not eat, and they've lost some weight from that, but they don't necessarily become healthy. Like, yeah, if you're overweight, losing weight is always going to be good, but in the end, it's like the healthy behavior, a healthy human being, what signifies them is not that they don't eat, it's that they do eat. In fact, a lot. Like that's, do you know that a marker for great health is that you can eat a lot? Like this guy right here you're looking at, I'm eating like 4,000 calories per day, seriously. And it's like you become this machine. You have so much energy to give. That's this, you want to have well-functioning mitochondria, the energy fabric, you know, of the cell. You want to be able to take in a lot of energy without putting on weight. That's like health. The more, you know, life, it's energy. You know, with death is stillness and no energy. The more energy you can produce, and the more alive you feel and literally are, you can just do so much. If you look at my Instagram, follow me on Instagram, it's insane. I sometimes can't believe how much I get done in a day. I've just become this person. So that's a point too. You gotta know your macros when you fast, but it's not only about fasting, guys. So, you know, for coaching, you can DM me on Instagram or email UNCOMMONSENSETHEO@gmail.com. It's all in the description of this video. Please like and comment. All comments and likes help support the channel. Very much appreciated. Please subscribe for more content about fitness, fasting, losing weight, building muscles, self-improvement, stoicism, mental health, mindset. It's a mindset, guys. All right, I will see you later. Peace.